I need more space. I got tomatoes and no space to put them. Hey guys, welcome to what my grandson lovingly calls the garden house. Got a much needed upgrade today that I am super excited to show you. So first of all, this cost very little to make. It is 2 cattle panels put together that, had I planned a little better, could have gotten made it like a foot longer. But the cattle panels are held together 2x4 frame around the bottom. Yep, that 2x4 frame right there goes all the way around, and that's what holds the cattle panels, keeps it in that hoop form. So originally I didn't think I'd be using it a whole lot, but I have amazed myself on how much I have crammed in here. To be totally honest, I've got so much stuff in here. So we started with just plants on the floor, and then as time went on, I found I needed more space, just like any other project. And so we built shelves, just 2x8, 2x4. Actually, it's a 2x8 and a 2x6, so like 14-inch shelves. Hold on. Sorry, my grandson was hollering for me. So, yeah, we had just these shelves for the longest time, and they have done great. They are the perfect size for these wash tubs from the Dollar Tree, and as you can see, they fit 8.5. Then I planted all these wonderful tomato plants, and 3 weeks went by and I never got around to planting some for me, because I decided I was going to sell these. And so I was just going to pull a few tomato plants out of cups with like 2 and separate them, and that way I wouldn't have to worry about being 3 weeks behind and having smaller plants. So, but that then turned into almost every cup having 2 or 3, and me separating all of them. I now have, I haven't counted them, but somewhere around 200 tomato plants. Might have got a little carried away. But it is what it is, and we will see about selling them all. This project all started because I have an elderberry plant that I planted last year. And I'd heard that it was super easy to propagate by just cutting and just putting it in dirt. And sure enough, it was. Because that's where this guy started out at. And it did so well that I took some more cuttings, and that's these guys. There's no way I could use or find a new spot for 39 elderberry plants. So I went on Facebook and asked some friends if they wanted any, and I sold more than what I have. So of course, then I had to go back and take some more cuttings. These are mine. These are not going anywhere. I am sharing a few with my sister, but the others are going to be sold, and these are going to be mine and my sister's. So now I'm going to need space to separate all those and all the tomatoes that I just separated, and just all the stuff I haven't even had room for that I have in the house. You know, the peppers and all that good stuff. And so I got this brilliant idea to add more shelves. Originally I was thinking more wood shelves, but then my wonderful husband came up with the idea we had this, it's not a cattle panel, but sort of similar. It's maybe, I don't know, 10 foot long, probably about 4.5, 5 foot tall. Anyway, so he cut me shelves out of these. So I have doubled my space here and here, and I wanted something across the back here so I could have more space if needed. And I come up with the idea of this, which when I'm not using it, I can, well, we'll just take it down from here, but it comes off from there. And then just turn that and turn that, and boom, it'll go fully out of the way if I got my stuff out of the way, but yeah, it'll drop down. So anyway, there's my window that drops down also when it gets really hot outside. One thing, if I had to do over, and I am probably gonna have to redo this year, is this. That is a pool noodle, and as you can see, it is falling apart and it just flakes off, and I'm finding little bits and pieces of it everywhere. I think I'm gonna do some, not duct tape, Gorilla Tape, and just wrap around, because I just don't want the rough edges to poke through the plastic. So, but yeah, other than that, it's not perfectly square by any means, but hey, it gets the job done, and it was super cheap. So, a little preview of my, these are some raspberry plants I bought this year. It's those cheapies that are in the little bags. And that has already grown that much since I got it home. Of course, I've showed you my elderberries. I had a bunch of potatoes that were sprouting, and some of them were starting to get smushy and go bad. So I have 5 pots there of red potatoes. These lettuce and not spinach, but that spinach are actually left from last year. They overwintered pretty good. It was much fuller, but those overwintered pretty good. These are potatoes for my grandson, Manny. He absolutely loves them and has been begging for peas. He's so ready to eat some. Then my little baby moringa tree. Pretty sure that one there is a weed. This is my new blueberry bush that I bought already this year. It's got blooms on it. Has grown so much. The garden house has really I would definitely not do without one, because the longer growing season and the heat, oh, it has just done amazing. This is a lemon tree I got for Mother's Day last year. I did bring it in. I up-potted it last year and brought it in. As you can see, it dropped a lot of leaves, but it is growing. All these are new growth, and I only brought it out here probably 2 weeks ago, because I was really scared of the cold temperatures. The greenhouse does stay warm, but yesterday morning I come out here and it was like 32 degrees, so it still gets pretty cold, which I've got the stones down here to try to retain heat, and also these water barrels, hoping to retain heat, but I don't know how well that they do, because by morning they're cold, or the greenhouse is cold. So Not sure that it's doing a great job. But anyway, my sweet potatoes that I had in the house, I've got some in the window in jars of water sprouting. These were just in the bin with the rest of the sweet potatoes, and look at it. The ones that I've got that I'm trying to grow are only like an inch, maybe 2 inches tall, and this thing is almost a foot long. So I'm gonna get those put in dirt and try it that way. Y'all gotta see this potato. I grew this one last year. This thing is massive. It's like the size of a football. Look at that. It's huge. Still haven't gotten around to trying sweet potatoes. I don't even know if I like them. And so these are some of my medicinal plants that I never got around to planting last year. A lot of them, this guy I thought was dead, the Ella Campaign. I thought it died. So I actually had tossed it in that bucket. And I looked at it the other day and it had little green stuff coming up. I was so excited. So yeah, I've got some lemon balm, self-heal, another self-heal with, I'm pretty sure, some chickweed growing in there. Feverfew, chamomile. Anyway, toothache plant is the only one that actually died. I'm pretty sure these are all weeds. But the toothache plant is one that I definitely will be growing again. It has a numbing effect. It's just like the numbing cream that you put on, you know, toothaches or sore gums. It does amazing. I actually just made it into a salve for my husband's. He just had a knee replacement. We got catnip and peppermint. Spearmint down there. More potatoes. And my poor cranberry plant. This thing is 3 years old. Put it in the ground the first year. I thought it had died. It just never did anything. Then we ended up getting rabbits, and I put the rabbits right over the top of it. The following spring, I actually dug it out of the rabbit poop and put it in this pot, which was last spring. And I don't know, it's just had an abused life, and it never has done very well. But as you can see, it's got lots of new growth this year already. I'm going to find a good spot and put it in the ground and give it some love, because it's pretty pathetic. More potatoes, some culinary herbs, and that I've got some more pavers I gotta get. Thanks for joining. Bye.